So, here we are, arriving at the end of the road, into the line. No, not really. We still got the Please Me through. I guess Rubber Soul and then Yellow Submarine to do, which I'm gonna do with the Beatles and what's it called? Help is gonna be in August. I just promise you. So Rubber Soul I won't make any in September, but we'll probably do Rubber Soul in October, November Yellow Submarine. But Let It Be was a let's just get right into it. I've talked too much about the background. This album was released in 1970 in May, on May 8th, just 2 days ago. It's 52 years ago. And it would be the Beatles' first, the last album. And McCartney would announce it in a press interview a month before, and he didn't even break up the band, but doing that, announcing made everyone think he was the one, so, yeah, so our first song is Two of Us. Two of Us it's a song that brings out the best in John Lennon and Paul, singing this almost, this beautiful acoustic song that just puts anybody in a good mood, if you ask me. Two of Us is a marvelous song. The whole on our way back home. We're going home. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out of hell. Just all my favorite lines in this song. So our next one, Dig a Pony. Dig a Pony is just a song that I've seen the Get Back documentary makes me love it even more. Yes, you can penetrate anything you want. It's not the best album of the Beatles. And it's not the best song, but it's such a... I just enjoy this song. I know John Lennon didn't really like it years after, but I think it was a really good song. Although I'm a Beatles fan, I think most of the music is really good. But you have to listen to this song yourself. This next one though, listen to describe it, or go listen to it yourself. Probably listen to describe it, then go listen to it, or maybe you've heard it first. Across the Universe. Across the Universe is the third track on here, and the best out of the first three, and maybe the best in the whole album. Its hypnotic space theme makes you feel like you're floating, looking down at your Earth, with John Lennon's hypnotic vocals in the background. Almost something I could find on some magical mystery tour. A beautiful song that uses John Lennon's edits the voice to make you feel like you're in a trance. It's almost what this album is. This song, So Across the Universe, definitely one of my favorite songs on here. Next, I'm in Mind, the best song on here, in my opinion. George just putting his all into this song like always. This sounds like something you could find on All Things Must Pass, to be honest with you. It's a overall enjoyable song that is so amazing, if you ask me. I'm in Mine is a good Beatles song. It's not perfect, but George's vocals and the almost gothic style piano, it always makes me feel it. Something about this is kind of weird. Whenever I hear this, I feel like I'm singing in an old cathedral or something. But then the rock and roll guitar kicks in. It reminds me, this is my favorite band. But killer song. Recommend it. I'd recommend it. Just please go listen to it. It's probably one of my favorite George songs. Yeah, I'm just saying, While My Guitar Gently Weeps and Here Comes Sun Something and Taxman are better than this, but it's still George putting his all in, and whenever George puts his all in, you can tell it's an amazing song. Dig it. I don't like this song. I'm gonna be the first to admit. Dig It is a song I dislike. It's short. I don't like the beat. I don't like how it sounds like it's so much filler. Don't Let Me Down would have been a perfect replacement. Imagine going into Don't Let Me Down after I Me Mine. So that'd be so good. And then you'd have I Me Mine, Don't Let Me Down, and then Let It Be all back to back. Three probably the best Beatles songs from this era. I don't know. Yeah, early 1969, yeah. So, it's just a shame that they didn't. So I will admit I like the whole like a Rolling Stone. Like the CIA. I mean I kinda like that aspect, but it's also kinda the song also failed in a lot of aspects. I don't really like the song at all. I don't dislike many Beatles songs, but this is one I very much dislike, and I probably would say it's so unoriginal. It's original. It's original, and it's better than anything on Yellow Submarine. Well, granted, no, those songs are all good. So, well, it's better than Only Northern Songs. So sorry, George. Uh, Next, Let It Be, the title track. There's a reason this song is one of the most popular ones. As much as I don't listen to it much, it's more because I became more interested in their other stuff. I will admit, this song is definitely it is a really killer. It's a sad song. If you listen to this in Long Running World, it really conveys the message that this was the end of the Beatles. And if you don't like the Beatles, maybe this was a good sad thing, but for Beatles fans, this was a sad thing. So the song, the Mother Mary Comes to Me line is Paul saw his mother come to him in a dream while he was drunk and partying, and he had never seen her because she was so young whenever she died, and he was 14, and just a beautiful song for a beautiful thing, and it's a calling of the end. Paul would play this at Live Aid in 1985. Only then it was there, and they played Paul played Let It Be. Maybe all the Beatles reunited played Let It Be. Even though Lennon did not like Let It Be, so it's just. And when I talk about Paul and John Lennon, I'm gonna go into that. So yes, Let It Be, great song, truly recommend it. I don't like this next one, Maggie May. Dirty Maggie May. I don't like it. I really don't. I think it's filler again. These two, this and this, should have been erased from the album. Maybe replace some Old Brown Shoe. Yeah, Old Brown Shoe. Imagine Old Brown Shoe replacing it. That'd be. You go in Old Brown Shoe for that, but then you go in I've Got a Feeling, One After 901, Long and Running Road, You're Blue, and then Get Back. Or I'll talk about why this should have been there in a second. So, Maggie May, I don't like anything the rhythm. I don't like its even lyrics. I hate the song more than dig it. So, yeah, it's not, I don't hate it, I just like it. It's filler. It shouldn't have been on here. I've Got a Feeling. So, I Got a Feeling is Paul's probably gonna say his best. I don't know. Long and Winding Road was really good, but I'm gonna say I've Got a Feeling is probably his best on here. Yes, I know it's kind of underrated. But, and how John Lennon's and then it kind of switches to the second chorus, John Lennon, the fourth chorus, John Lennon. I love it. I love the guitar work, how Paul plays his bass and John plays his guitar. All to make this song feel heavy rock and this song feels like the end of the 60s. Definitely. It feels like it's summarizing the 60s for people. Yes. Everybody put their hand down. Everybody pull the socks up. Everybody hold on. Everybody hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, oh yeah, it's a good song. One After 909. I love this song, personally. The way that, it's probably the heaviest rock on here. Not heavy rock, but, John Lennon, that deep, early 60s voice. It reminds me of, 50s music. That's what this one kind of conveys. One After 909 is a rock song on this album that just, in my opinion, was a It was a masterpiece. It was a good song, and it's not. I've got a feeling or Let It Be levels or mine or Across the Universe, but it's good. It really is. Or Two of Us. It's not like Two of Us, but it's a good song. I love what it goes for, and I think it really is masterful. Now I'm gonna talk about Long and Winding Road. It's overrated, kind of. It's got a. I love it. It's such a beautiful song. It's beautiful. It really does mean. It feels like it's talking about the journey the Beatles went on around for 8 years, but after Ringo joined, and like these, but it should have been the final one. You gotta admit. You gotta admit. Let It Be should have been like that. Should have been one after nine into Let It Be, then into Long and Winding Road. For You Blue should have been somewhere above one after 909. Actually, I've got a feeling should have been above that. And then, yeah, and then Old Brown Shoe instead of Maggie May, and like go onward. So, I feel like that would have made such a big impact. Instead, we got Get Back should have been the first song on here. Let's just agree on that. So Get Back doesn't belong at the bottom. It does not. Don't tell me what it does. There's no way that the Get Back song belongs in the bottom. But I'll talk about that in a sec. The Long and Winding Road is a piece of nostalgia for me. I love that song. It just reminds me of happy times. Second to final one, For You Blue. Underrated as HE double hockey sticks. Deserves to be listened to. George's second best on here. The Hawaiian kind of sound to it. I love this song. I don't understand why some people hate it. You're crazy if you hate this song. Well, nobody really hates it. They just find it very. Nobody listens to it. That's why I don't like. That's what I don't like about that. Because this album deserves love. This song deserves love too. It might not be Get Back or Let It Be, but it's George Harrison. So you gotta give it a chance, people. Okay, so I think I went on about the For You Blue. The lyrics are so beautiful, and I always just listen to this and Old Brown Shoe back to back because two of George's best, if you ask me. Next is Get Back. The song that left me mixed. The playful bass. Paul, where's that? Ooh, get back. I love that part. I really do. That is such an amazing part of the song for me. But it's also kind of bland, if you ask me. I do love some lyrics. It's funny in a way, but also kind of silly, kind of boring in a way. But it's good. It really is. I don't have a problem with it. I think it really is a good song, good album, and deserves a lot of respect. But I think I've got feelings better. You just ask me. Get Back is good. It's not God tier song, but it is a very enjoyable song to listen to. And it's clear Paul put a lot of time in this song, and it was really good. And it is good. It's just not perfect. And I find out I gave this album a lot of dog. I said that only a couple songs were good. There's more than a couple of songs that are good on this. Only 2 songs I really dislike, and the others I love. Some may be mediocre, but most of them are great. And for a final album, even though I think Believe Abbey Road should have been released, because he had more. This definitely also was a monumental release. It marked the end of the Beatles, and that's very sad. Let's talk about the impact of this song, this whole album, over the past 52 years. Okay. After this, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo, and George would all go out making all successful careers. Only a month before this released, Paul McCartney released McCartney 1, which I made a review of. Go check that out. It's back in November, or October, so. And the album would have a more homemade feel, and it would be. Some people would believe Paul was the reason, although John Lennon was the one who officially broke it up. But Paul he was the one who John Lennon wanted it, but Paul released it to the public, which is why he was blamed for it, which I think is unfair, because Paul really didn't do nothing wrong. He shouldn't, like... So now the media found him all... said he was the one, and a lot of misconceptions, and I think Get Back gets rid of those perfectly. And yeah, it's... I don't think that they had such a negative relationship after watching the Get Back documentary. And I'll talk about that when I make that review later this year, but, like, how do I say this? Let It Be may not be Abbey Road level. It never tried to be. It just wanted to be a good album that people can enjoy, and that's exactly what it is to me. Let It Be isn't the best Beatles album. It's not the best late period Beatles album, especially. But it does do something that many others do. It's somber. It's got rock and roll. For a final album of the Beatles, it's good. It's an 8 out of 10. It's a 7.9. It's an 8.1 out of 10 for me. However, I don't think this album is amazing. I am not never said it was. I'm just saying it's Pete deserves respect because it had an impact. Then John Lennon would go on to make Plastic Ono Band. George would make his probably the best Beatles solo album, which even my guitar teacher believes is the best Beatles album after the Beatles released. That Beatles broke up, All Things Must Pass, the three-side album, which I'm trying to review this summer, so stay tuned to that. But Ringo didn't release his own album, and many more would be released until, unfortunately, John Lennon would pass away in 1980 and George would pass away in 2001. Which are two very sad events, if you ask me. The one thing this whole album was trying to teach, I really believe this is the one major message. Let it be. This was a message to Beatles fans. It's sad that they're breaking up, and that you won't get no more, but just let it be. Nothing you can change about it. It was a good run. So many classic songs, so many, and it's Let It Be is it's sad. It is. And it's also sad for me. Now I know I'll be covering Please Please Me through River Soul, but it's sad because this is my first original run of consistently uploading one major video each month. Now I'm gonna do it again in June, so don't worry, but it's we've covered, but I realized that I should have started with Please Please Me, so it'd be more sentimental if we ended with Let It Be. But, I thought it's just time I did these right, and you all deserved to get a good review of this amazing band. So I've been doing these every month. So if you want to my first one was special. This one just means a lot to me. And you know what, these past 4 months, you've been watching my content. And that just means the most to me. I don't care if I don't get 1 view. I don't care if I get 2 views out. I don't care if I only have 28 subscribers. I would love more, but I'm appreciative. I don't want to be a big YouTuber. I mean, I do, but I don't want to fall back. This is what I want to do. And I don't do this for money or anything. I do this for you. I do this for myself, so, And that's why I guess I gravitated towards this band. It was so not mainstream, but mainstream in one way. I consider them the first, they created the first indie record. Indie, Paul McCartney, in my opinion, made the first indie pop album, called, old pop, not that new crap pop, Ram. And that's just probably my favorite solo Paul McCartney album. I made a Paul McCartney ranking album, if you want to find out where I placed all those last week, so, I find myself in time trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And still it leads me here, the long and winding road. Okay, everyone, peace and love. Stay healthy. Thank you again for just watching these and just enjoying, seeing this. I hope you all have a good day or good night. So I'll see you in the next one, which is hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow is a hopefully either John Lennon or GTA 3 review, so be prepared. So